Okay guys, so we're just going to have a little refresher on how to find the area of a triangle. So over here to the right, I want you to make some notes with me. Remember that to find the area of a square, let's draw a little square, we have to do our base value times our height value. So that's how to find the area of a square. We do this number times that number, which we've been doing lately, especially yesterday. But to find the area of a triangle, if you draw a line diagonally through this square, you should see two triangles. So to find the area of a triangle, we would just do the base value times the height value, but then we're going to divide it by 2 because we have two triangles in one square. So the area formula for a triangle is our base times our height divided by 2. So that's super important. Make sure that you have this off to the right, because we're going to have to go back and look at it sometimes whenever we are finding the area of these triangles. So let's do number 1 together. Number 1 has a height of 6, so I want you to put h under 6, and a base of 7. So that's our base. So remember the formula is base times height divided by 2. So I want to do 6 times 7, which is 42. And divide that number by 2. And if we want to do that together, we can. 42 divided by 2. 2 goes into 4 2 times, which is 4. And we bring down the 2. 2 goes into 2 1 time, which is exactly 2. So the area of this triangle is 21. And you can always pause the video if I'm going too fast. Just take your time and make sure you have everything that I'm doing, because you're going to be doing it by yourself in a little bit. So let's move down to number 2. Our base value is 12 and our height value is 3. So if I want to figure out the area, I want to do my base times my height, so 12 times 3, which we know is 36, and 36 divided by 2. You can go do that on the side if you want. But we should know that 36 divided by 2 is 18. So the area of this triangle is 18. And if I'm going too fast, just pause the video, rewind, whatever you need to do. All right, so these triangles on number 3 and 4 are a little bit more complicated looking. Sometimes they give you an outside height. So sometimes they'll give you a dotted line on the outside. Make sure the height is always straight up and down, but they will give you the height value. So know that 8 is your base and 4 here is your height. So if I was going to figure out my base times my height, it would be 8 times 4, which is 32. And I divide that number by 2. So let's do that together real quick. 2 goes into 3 once, which is 2. And 2 goes into 12 6 times exactly, which is 12. So my area for this triangle is 16. All right, and the last triangle, they give you the height, but it's inside. Make sure that the height is not on the outside lines. If they give you numbers out here, these are tricks. These are called slant heights. That's not what you want. You want the height that is straight up and down. So 9 is our height and 7 is our base. So let's go ahead and do 9 times 7, which is 63. And now I want to divide 63 by 2. We always have to divide by 2 at the end, because if you don't do that, you just found the area of a square, not the triangle. So 2 goes into 6 3 times, which is 6. 2 goes into 3 once, which is 2. And when I ran out of numbers over here, I want to add a decimal up top and a 0 and bring it down. And we know that 2 goes into 10 5 times exactly. So the area of this triangle is 31.5. Okay, so what I want y'all to do, I gave you an example of each type of triangle. I want you to go back and do 5, 6, 7, and 8, and then the close all by yourself. Whenever you're done, you can raise your hand and come, and I'll come by and check it, and then you can turn it in. Good luck.